San Antonio area powers square off, one of the best small school matchups of the year, and so much more in Texas high school football across the Lone Star State. My eyes, the goggles, they do nothing. We're fixing to pick them. Welcome in to Fixin to Pick'em in partnership with the NFHS Network, your guide to the Texas high school football weekend. My name is Greg Tepper of TexasFootball.com. Thanks for tuning in. We're going to get you set for all the big high school games across the state, and we're starting in the Alamo City. 7:30 p.m. Friday night at Cibolo's Lenoff Stadium. It's a battle of unbeatens as Cibolo Steel takes on Smithson Valley. What are the keys to this one? Number one, Cibolo Steel's rushing attack. Yes, Cibolo Steel can throw the ball quite a bit with their quarterback Xavier Martin, but they're going to do the majority of their damage on the ground. Guys like Bryson Denley, guys like Travell Lumpkin. It's going to be up to this Smithson Valley defense with Jack Gibbons and Alden Frey to slow this thing down and get the ball back to their offense. Key number two, on the other side of the coin, Smithson Valley's passing attack. You know, it took a little bit of time for Smithson Valley's offense to get in gear, but right now Josh Adkins is slinging the ball all over the yard. He's been fantastic, especially with his his wide receiver, Derek Hausler. They have really been in tune right now. What's going to happen when this Cibolo Steel defense, fresh off giving up 33 points to DeSoto, runs into the Smithson Valley attack? It's going to be up to Mark Jackson, J.C. Ivory to slow down Smithson Valley's aerial assault. And thirdly, the coaching disparity. What an interesting coaching matchup we've got in this one. Larry Hill, the coach for Smithson Valley, has been around for 25 years. For Scott Lenoff, the coach at Cibolo Steel, this is his third year. Will experience matter? Larry Hill's been in these positions before. You know, Scott Lenoff, maybe not as much. Will coaching play any sort of factor in this one? Who am I picking? Give me Cibolo Steel. I think that right now their rushing attack is really hard to slow down. More importantly, I think they're a little more battle-tested. I think they've run through a couple of more difficult opponents in non-district play. I think that's going to serve them well in this one. Give me the Knights. Our small school spotlight takes us to Vernon, Texas at Lion Stadium, 7:30 p.m. Friday as Albany takes on Canadian, a smashing two-way battle. What do we make of this one? Number one, the pass rush. You're going to hear a lot about these offenses, and we're going to talk about them here in just a little bit, but it's going to start with the pass rush defensively. These are two teams that like to throw the ball, so it's going to be up to the defensive ends to get in their face. Guys like Corey Chidester for Canadian and Jake Green for Albany. It's going to be up to the Albany defense and the Canadian defense to get in these quarterbacks' grill to make sure they don't have time to throw. Key number two, haymakers. This is going to be a big play bonanza. There are big playmakers all over the field. For Albany, you've got quarterback Drew Neese and wide receiver Alex Faith. For Canadian, it's quarterback Tanner Schaefer and their wide receiver Sawyer Cook. It is going to be haymaker after haymaker, big play after big play. Can anybody get one more than the other? That's probably going to decide this game. And thirdly, ball control. That sounds weird when I just got done saying that they're going to be throwing haymakers, but I think that time of possession can matter here. You can't score if you don't have the ball, and there are some running aspects to both of these offenses. Hunter Owen, the running back for Albany, has been very solid. Chance Cook, the running back for Canadian. Can they get their ground games going that may slow down the pace of the game, give their defense a little bit of time to rest, and hopefully still put points on the board? I think time of possession could be a key factor here. Who am I taking? Give me Canadian, the number one team in the DCTF 2A Division I rankings. I think the Air Canada attack is for real. I think this could be high scoring, up into the 40s, maybe even the 50s, but I do think Canadian comes away with a big win. But those are far from the only big Texas high school football games across the state. Let's get to the lightning round. 7:30 p.m. Friday at Cameron's Yo Field, a battle of two teams used to playing in state title games. It's Cameron Yo taking on Refugio. I like Yo in this one. I think their running game with Tran Smith is very hard to slow down right now. Beyond that, they're at home. That's a big key. Saturday evening in Baytown, it's West Orange Stark taking on Richmond Foster. Not jumping off this West Orange Stark bandwagon. Even against a 5A team, I think that their defense leads them to a win. 7:30 p.m. Friday in Argyle. It's Argyle taking on Paris. We're going to find out a lot about this unbeaten Paris squad, but for now, I think Argyle is a little more battle-tested. Give me the Eagles. Northeast Texas Atlanta visits Texarkana Liberty Ilo. I like the Rabbits in this one. I think that Jeremy Smith and that big Atlanta offense guides them to a win. Up in the Panhandle, Shallowater takes on Idalou. Give me Idalou behind a crushing defense. Old school rivals hook up as Midland Lee takes on Abilene Cooper. I like Midland Lee in this one, but this game's always dicey when these two get together. I think it's very close, very chippy, but give me the Rebels. Piney Woods action as Tenaha visits Alto. I love this Alto running game. Beyond that, I think that Tenaha's really got to find a way to get off the schneid. I don't think it happens this week. Give me Alto. Another battle of unbeatens in San Antonio's Converse Judson takes on Schertz Clemens. Even though Schertz Clemens just put on a huge show offensively with quarterback Frank Harris, I think that the Judson defense gets it done. Give me the Rockets. What a matchup in the Valley as Sharyland visits Edinburgh Vela. I think the SaberCats are for real. Give me Vela. Coastal Bend action as Odom visits Marion. I like the Owls. What a matchup in East Texas. Carthage and Gilmer, two proud programs out east. Give me Gilmer. I've been very impressed with how they've recovered based on everything they've lost in the offseason, including their coach. I think the Buckeyes are back in business. Out in the West Texas town of El Paso Del Valle takes on El Paso Riverside. I really like this Del Valle offense. I think it guides them to a win. Another week, another massive battle in District 25 5A this week as Cedar Park takes on Georgetown. Can Georgetown bounce back from that baffling loss to Leander? I'll tell you this, Cedar Park's not the kind of team you bounce back against. Give me the Timberwolves. Majorly underrated teams in Houston square off as Klein Oak takes on Klein Collins. This Klein Collins team is averaging more than 50 points a game behind running back Justin Pratt. I think that continues. Give me Collins. And in North Texas, unbeaten Keller welcomes in Denton Geyer. I think Geyer finds a way past what's a very underrated Keller team. Give me Geyer and Sean Robinson, but very, very close. That's going to do it for Fixin' to Pick'em in partnership with the NFHS Network. Thanks for watching. Which games did I miss? Leave comments down below. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Follow us on Twitter at DCTF. Like us on Facebook, facebook.com/Dave Campbell's. Download the Instagram app. It should take you directly to the Dave Campbell's Texas Football Instagram. I've been told that's how that works. And of course, find us at TexasFootball.com. Thanks for watching. Enjoy your Texas high school football weekend. We'll see you.